Da 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 da. Da, 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 Okay. It is with great honor today that I can announce upon the excavation of this pink, old, probably gross, lazy boy rocky chair that the queen of the YTPC has returned. I'm back, guys. I got my shoebox of everything, of all my options, because I didn't know what to do. I got my coffee. Maybe you can see it steaming. It's a rainy, kind of cold morning. Oh, it's my birthday today. Almost forgot. I don't know if this is actually my birthday, but the birthday wishes are welcome. Okay. I'm gonna go with the pipe from Tortuga Estates. Shout out my boy Jordan. Okay, what are my options here? I have this like zombie mix that I made the other day when I went on a hike. And basically it's a little bit of everything. So I have like 4 tobaccos right now, and that's, I think 3 out of the, or no, that is a pinch from my friend's tobacco, and then 3 of the tobaccos that I have. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna go with the Old English today. Stokeby's Proper English. I had a great experience with this one for my first time. Let me grab a piece of paper if there's anything out here. I just remembered that I always said I'm gonna smoke a cigar on my birthday, but it'll happen. It'll happen soon. I actually have a good video idea in mind. See, this is the one that's dry. Let me dig down in the center real quick. Alright, yeah, this is pretty dry. Help, I need to save my tobacco. I think what I'm gonna do is like put water on the top of this lid and then close it. That's kind of my idea. So anyway, a lot of the guys at work smoke cigars. I work with like, I guess in a male dominated field. And I just don't like, the more I encounter cigars after being a pipe smoker, becoming a pipe smoker, I dislike them. Like, I kind of thought that that was what the good smell was, and then I walk past these guys, or I'm in their vehicles, and I'm like, this is just kind of nasty. So anyway, I mean, I am gonna make my way around the world of cigars. I want to get a gas station cigar. I want to get a good cigar. My brother is gonna move out in like very soon, so we gotta do something at his new house. And yeah, so anyway, I'm back and better than ever. I was going through some crazy stuff. I feel like life, it challenges you at a small degree at all times. But then every once in a while, or periodically, life will put you through the ringer. And I feel like more growth happens when you're getting put through the ringer than when you are just existing and just like going through normal life. And it's ups and downs. One thing I noticed about this dry tobacco is that it flies through the stem more. Alright, I need a screw. And I would use a nail, but we don't have the big head nails. We just have little skinny boys. I don't know what they're called. So yeah, basically I had to like take a minute and reevaluate everything about life. And I was like, okay, maybe I quit YouTube? Maybe I quit my job? Maybe I leave the state? But upon a month of reflection, none of that needs to happen, which I'm thankful for, because it felt like, I mean, not leaving the state, but I kind of want to leave anyway, so I was like, maybe this is my exit moment. But that was never going to happen, because I don't have a good enough resume. Once again, guys, bring me back to the model train show. I don't know what it is about this. This is the life. I feel like I look like a melted snowman with this massive sweatshirt, but I've had my eye on this chair since I started, which I feel like was 6 months ago, maybe. This was the spot in my mind, and I just never uncovered the chair until this moment. And I'm gonna further clean the garage. It really needs my help, and I kind of did like a push and shove to make it clean right now, but I want to actually do a good job. I can throw stuff out. I can go to the recycling center. If you guys saw this like mound of boxes behind me, we've been hoarding them because my brother's moving. But they can just go. I make a lot of executive decisions when my parents are gone, and most of those pertain to throwing things out. And usually nobody notices, so that kind of proves my point that we do not need everything that we have. So I got a nice little setup though. I got this table that I used to sit on in my other garage videos. Oh, you don't want to see the bottom of these slippers, but so good, guys. I also think it was kind of nice to not feel like I always had to make a video. I know I've made videos in the past month, but not like every week. And so it's kind of nice to just do my own thing and smoke and just not have to make a video about it. There was a few times I tried, and I was like, this is not working. I actually tried a few days ago, which, if you guys know, I totaled my car, and I did get a new vehicle. I got a new car. The first time I put Moose in that car, which is like last week only, I have a thing in my trunk that's like a mat so nothing gets dirty, because I have stuff in my trunk all the time for work, my dog, whatever. The first time I go on a hike with him, I'm trying to do like 6 miles. He's exhausted. He's like gagging, and it's just not good. So I turn around. We're going home after like 2 miles. And I was pretty annoyed. I wanted to have a good moment. I wanted to stop at the top, make a pipe video. And none of that was happening. So I tried to just like relax with the dog, smoke the pipe. I just meandered off the trail. And I was trying to make a video, didn't make a video. Get him in the car, get home. I'm kind of frustrated still. Open the trunk to release the monster. And he threw up in my trunk. And it was like, you know, it was there. Take the mat out, hose the thing down, get the dog, hose the dog fully down, because he's so big and heavy that like if he steps in a puddle of mud, it's not like the pads of his feet are dirty. It's like he has like 4 inches of mud on his ankles, and then it splashes up onto his like ribs. So whole shenanigans. He is feeling good though, so that's good to know. I didn't cause him any real health problems, which is kind of scary. I don't know if anybody has ever been in that position before, but the dog that we had before Moose, his name was Bandit, he had an enlarged heart, which I think is the most poetic and romantic thing that could kill you. An enlarged heart, your heart's too big, whatever. So basically he went on one last walk and essentially he never caught his breath again after that walk. He was just coughing and uncomfortable for the next like 4 months or something. And so we took him to the vet like soon after, and she was like, this is his last few months. And yeah. But Moose was a gift to me because I stayed local for college. If I moved away to college, they weren't going to buy me a dog because I hate being alone. I freak out when I'm alone. Moose keeps me calm. He gives me something to do all the time, so that was part of the reason why I felt so bad on our hike, is I was like, the dog's in bad shape because I haven't been doing enough stuff with him, I guess. And I felt like I was in bad shape, so I was going to, like, you know, turn my life around with this one hike. And none of that happened, so a lesson in patience and expectations, I guess. I've been enjoying, I never say his name right, Malcolm Geit? I think it's Geit. Every time I say it differently, I think it's Geit. What an awesome dude. I want to be that man when I grow up. He said he started smoking a pipe pretty young too. I forget how old he said, but I might be the youngest YTPC person. I don't know. There's a couple guys that are younger. They're like my age. But I also know I'm not watching everyone. That's the other thing. I wasn't making videos, but I was watching videos. I was in the comments. Oh, the thing is squeaky. Wait, can you hear it? Let's see. We got some WD. But, I don't think that's gonna fix this. I think the way these chairs work is they're circular, like ring springs. You can't grease a spring. I always say if you put me on an island with duct tape and WD-40, I'd survive. I think those two things can like solve all the problems in the world. No, not really, but maybe a little pinch of tobacco and I don't know, a tarp. Genuinely, what do you think you would need to survive on an island by yourself? Like, not deserted, barren island, but you have things to work with. I would need some type of like knife, axe, chopper, cutter situation. And like a smaller knife that I could shape things with. So I need like a big knife, little knife. I'm thinking I could make water vessels out of things. Like if there's a dry coconut, I could just use that, or I could carve something. So I don't think I need anything like that, but a lighter. I don't know. People say that if they got stuck on a desert island with someone, they want it to be me. And I'm like, guys, I think this whole, like, I'm a wilderness person is not as real as you think it is. Because when you live in the suburbs, I live in suburban America, like, basically urban. And any enjoyment of nature paints me as, like, I'm like a hillbilly. And I mean that in the most respectful way. And I'm like, guys, I don't think the fact that, like, I like to go camping is gonna, like, make me survive in the wilderness. But that's what people think. I did start foraging, though. Starting my foraging, finally, I majored in environmental science, so I got a lot of foraging friends. And I can do some mushrooms. I've never actually like taken them and eaten them. I just am aware that that's the mushroom that I could eat. But I'm usually in like a state park or something, so I don't want to take it. And anyway, I started eating garlic mustard, which, hey mom, garlic mustard is really good. I was out with our forester. He's like a 70-year-old man, and he was like, "You can eat that, you know." And I never know if I should trust him. I don't think he would lead me to a poisonous plant, but you never know when this guy's telling the truth or when he's pulling your leg. And I'm always like, I tell him now, I'm like, I have no idea if you're being real with me or not. So I trusted him. I ate a little piece of it. I did not die. So I always go on these like walks in the woods on my lunch break, and my next walk, I found a ton of it and I just started eating it, and it was good. But I did watch a little video to make sure I was correct, and he said there was no toxic lookalikes. And as soon as he said that, I was like, this is the category of plants that I'm going to start with. No toxic lookalikes. I feel very safe eating those. So, I don't know what's next for me. Maybe I should try to find one new plant every week or something. Once again, just ripping on the pipe. I'm too much of a yapper for this, guys. Everyone's like, how do I talk to the camera? How do I talk to myself? How do I feel natural? I'm like, that's not a problem for me. I'll be having a full-fledged conversation by myself. I'll be in the woods yapping away. Like, sometimes I think that I'm safe in the world because I'm like the weird person that people don't want to approach because I'm like over here talking to myself. But I don't know. I just am like, you guys really want to just watch me breathe through this little thing? Let me do an exercise of silence right now. I can see my little timer. In 5 seconds, I'm going to be quiet for 1 minute, and you can just watch me pipe or whatever. Alright? Judge my normal piping pace, I guess. Of the melted snowman over here. I love this tobacco. Freaking love it. Oh my gosh, I have to do a video for Cigar Vice. Someone told me what VR stands for too. Virtual reality is all that I know that VR stands for. It's been a minute, by the way, I think. I don't know. But it cannot mean that. Video review. Video ramble. Took me a really long time to figure out what GAW and YABO meant. Like, why is there so many abbreviations? And I'm sorry if it feels like I'm yelling at you. I just am like 10 feet from my camera right now. And once I get a new phone, the video quality is going up. But anyway, Cigar Vice, if you're watching, I might make a video. I've never done that. I've never done a VR before, whatever that means. Video registration. Vital request. Video request. Virtual request. It's just a big cloud. Well, that's all for now, folks. I'll see you next one, guys. I'm gonna enjoy this weather. Probably open up this other door, watch the rain, and yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for 2,040 something subscribers. Absolutely insane, mind-blowing. You guys are the best. I am always excited to see your comments and chat with you, and I don't know, I feel like I recognize a lot of you guys in the comments, and then I feel like I think of you guys, some of you, as like the OGs that have been here for the long time. So you might know who you are, but yeah, I appreciate it. And don't overthink the piping, okay? Everybody's making their cigar advice. What's your biggest mistake? I've been laughing at that. As soon as I saw that prompt, I just started laughing because like I think everything I've done so far has been a mistake. Like I don't think I did anything right for the longest, and it was funny because I was enjoying my experience so much that the mistakes didn't matter. But after hearing all you guys' stories, feels like mistakes ruin the piping experience and people don't get into it for like a year, but I kind of got hooked from the jump, so it worked out for me, you know? And I gotta get a little pipe rest. Gotta get a pipe rest. All right, peace out, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Scouts. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy your day. Happy Memorial Day. Happy long weekend. I don't have to go to work on Monday. Thank you to anybody who served our country. Appreciate you. Or if you're a firefighter, police officer, military, whatever. Appreciate it. America, go Yanks.